All right, there's the stuff we ordered. The 10 microcircuits and a little bit of silicon because I felt weird about it. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day today. Let's upgrade these two things to high priority, get them done as fast as we can so that all of this can start getting turned into plates. Definitely want that. And then the plates also would drop to the ground at this point and be turned in for that, but it's okay. I'm going to take it off the belt. So we're up to 35 grand. Kind of really hurting on cash right now, aren't we? But that 35 grand is enough to get this going straight over into there. So we're going to do that and then have this be a priority as well. I want it as the storage is done, right? The storage just need to happen. It needs to be done. And you can see right here, the silicon is getting queued up to go into these machines as soon as those plates are ready too. So we're getting there. We're almost there. All right. We're gonna make it as fast as we can. It'll be fine. All right. I think we need to get some more silicon hooked up to the system too. And the excavation right here, there's room for 2 machines, right? So 1, 2. Yep. Scoot it back as far. I can't scoot that one forward the way it's designed. So I'll just put them side by side here. And then we're going to have to speed this belt up and then this belt too. So the belts here need to be prioritized to be sped up here. Let's put you this way like so. And we'll get you to join this belt. And I realize that's a lot of regolith to put on one belt set here, but it also means that we can focus on just updating this one instead of laying in several. So yeah, this one here has to be upgraded. I don't know how much it costs. I'm gonna assume let's upgrade that instead, actually. Yeah, that's a big bottleneck, that little thing there. Because I was trying to figure out, I was like, there's no reason to upgrade this if this isn't full yet, but I think there might still be because we're bringing in a lot of stuff here. So, all right, let's do that. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but let's just see what that is. Okay, that was more than I was hoping for. Is what it is. Let's see, 2. Yeah, we don't need another one yet. Well, you know what? We need to upgrade the ones we have. That's what we need. We need to upgrade the ones we have. Okay. So with that done, we're now officially making plates again. Feels good. That is connected. Yes. Making plates again, and that's going into storage here, and then that's going to come over here. This is built now. And we're waiting for rare earths to come in. Right, that's this. So we'll get that hooked up now too. Batteries are basically done. This is the basically part. They're basically done. There's just a little bit of silicon left to deliver here, but that's okay. We're in a good spot here, I think. Mining site. The corporation's emblem is damaged, but there's no doubt that the mine belonged to the PAFEC. I'm going to call them PAFEC. The explosion left visible signs. Metal is deformed and the concrete walls are cracked. The slopes around the entrance are destroyed and fallen debris blocks the passage. The rover sensors detected biological activity. There might be survivors inside. We can send a couple of engineers on an expedition to find the miners, or we can pass the information to their supervisor or to their superiors. Additionally, there's the option to take advantage of the situation and try to collect the remaining resources with drones. I mean, I want to play the Paragon here. The Paragon option is, I think, especially when it comes to like working with other organizations, if it helps our reputation with them, they'll give us better contracts. It ends up making us more money over the long term, I think. If I send engineers to assist the miners, I can send drones, or I can send engineers and drones. Well, that sounds neat. Let's do that. I'll be a cynic, but we're now spending valuable employee time on a ghostly hope. Wouldn't count on a big success for the operation. If there's any chance we could save these people, we must try. Yeah, I agree. Is there a timer on that? Take a look at our journal here. Meteorite crash. Not that. A million opportunities. No. Searching for survivors. That's not it. Supplies for survivors. I don't think that's it either. The lost convoy. Is it? Which one of these missions is that? The ice spring, maybe? No? Well, either way, we can go there. Let's take a look. It's this one here. It's wherever our rover is. This one. Mining site, yeah. So it doesn't look like it's in our journal. But we need to send 2 level 3 engineers and a level 3 medic, along with 3 robots and 2 components to that location. That's a pretty big investment. Hello, Expedition Center. It's all done now. Isn't that nice? I think that's nice. I probably should move this just a little bit over. We'll bring that over there like that. Okay. Now with the Expedition Center online, I actually might need more solar panels. I'm expanding to have more battery output and stuff to support this stuff, and we're definitely going to be expanding by having microcircuits and stuff being done now too. But definitely going to need some of that stuff. I think, can I get you to just bring it to this machine? I need to go robot management right here on. You guys can bring them over. Somebody grab them from here and bring them over there. If you could, please. Just put them in this machine. There you go. Deliver them manually for now. Okay? And then we'll have to talk about where the microcircuits are going to actually be stored in a little bit. But for the time being, I think they can just take them right out of the machines. Yeah. We'll use them for our existing production. Or expanding existing production like that. So no more need to buy microcircuits. Ugh, good. I was hoping to not have to do that anymore. So take a look at the contracts. We now have the ability to have 3 at once because of research in the past. And I mean, 62 days from now, we'll definitely have 22 of these things, right? So we could just start making money with these things immediately. 62 days away. I like it. So why don't we go ahead and deliver this? We have to make sure that we're clicking this one and that they're not rovers, because I've done this before where I don't notice this and then I accept it. And as soon as I do that, I'm like, oh crap, and I don't want it. And then I have to cancel. If there's no expiration, then I won't cancel it. But, you know, eventually then your list of actives fill up. And canceling is very expensive. You got to pay a penalty. So I don't want to do that. So we're down 22 of the 22 we need. But we have lots of time to deliver it. So let's send that down. And then now as we kick them out, it will just send them up top. So that's really nice too. Let's maybe have that prioritized a little bit faster. And then now we have power to the Expedition Control Center. This also has a refueling station. There's 64 out of 50. I assume it starts, I don't know why it starts over capacity, but it's fine. But now when I send the cargo truck to the Expedition Center to start looking at something, like for example here, we have this unidentified vehicle, right? We can send a drone, some modular terminals, some microcircuits, etc. We could do that, and we can leave because we have the because we have the Expedition Center. So I can go ahead and do this and maybe get another vehicle, which would be pretty cool. I have 4 of these. I don't have these, but like, we're making them now, so we'll eventually get that. So let's go ahead and do that. And our first expedition is to go check out another vehicle, which is good because like I need more vehicles anyway. So let's just expand our ability to do more missions. And let's see. 7 out of 10, and then still more of this stuff needed. Let's just drop that. Yeah, we can actually take this because we're going to need it for building. So I'm going to say don't take that out of there unless there's at least 40 in storage. It's a good thing to do too. And then we definitely need more hooked up because there's not enough silicon coming out of the system. Which I could totally have more if I just hit this button. We're getting pretty full here. So I definitely want to take the $70,000, 70,000 credits to upgrade those 2 multi-regolith refineries. Otherwise, I have to add another one. And I think adding another one is okay, but I'd rather just make the 2 we have really good, at least for that level 1, and then start adding when we have to. So I'm really low on cash right now, but this contract looks interesting. This is from SCC Southwind. It's only 7 days to get the really good rate here, but they want aluminum and I have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this one and then queue this one up to have all the resources sent to. And yeah, they just want 187 of it. So I'm going to be in the hole here for a little bit. Yep. Alice is like, I asked you to be less wasteful, director. We are once again up to our ears in debt. I no longer have the opportunity to use the reserve fund. Since you so easily spend credits, I'm sure you'll easily find a way to earn them as well. Ledger says, don't pay any attention to her, director. Completed contracts and trade in on the market will easily fix the situation. And in case of emergency, we can always sell a few conveyors. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried about it, although there might be an issue with paying people because like we have to pay, you know, wages and stuff now to people. But this one here is not a high volume thing. I'm just trying to get them made in time. And you can see that for this contract, we had a lot of days left. So hopefully they're, you know, prioritizing the delivery here instead. And for this one, we have 5 days remaining to deliver all of this stuff, which I think will be no issue at all. We managed to get our batteries up to 74%. That's 74% of the new capacity. So I think we can still, I think we'll still make it, but we definitely need to expand in how many panels we have. So this one's going to take off now, and we'll be out of debt and ready to go. And I think probably that $50,000 I'm going to pause it really quick. And I think the $50,000, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade one of these. So now one of them will process a little bit faster than the other, and we'll just kind of gradually upgrade these as we go. So with $15,000 left, let's hit the contracts one more time. I don't have enough for that one. Now this is interesting because I have 13 components now, and they only are requiring me 122 days to deliver it. This is on the surface of the moon. They want me to deliver it all the way over here. It takes forever to do that. So like, I just don't want to. I don't want to do contracts that are on the moon. They're just, I don't want to say they're a waste of time, but unless they're really lucrative, they are a waste of time. So rockets only for a while. This guy here has 9 days. I'd love to have more components. I just don't. I don't have the capacity to make them just yet. Okay, but everything else is built now, looks like. Yeah, except these extractors. So that one's waiting on the microcircuits. Fine. We'll get that going too. And then on this side of it, we want to bring power out this way too, right? So let's go ahead and put power poles. I mean, we want to have power over here too. So I kind of, yeah, it's fine. I guess I'll just set it right here next to it. As far out away from it as we can go. And then the power will get hooked up to these two machines here and here. There we go. So once these are done, then we'll see those resources come to here. And they won't be able to come here very fast because everything is scooting along here. So I need Mark III belts. I'm going to need Mark III belts, or I need to have another out and then basically have everything from this side go into that machine and everything from this side go into that machine, which we can totally do. It's a pretty easy transition to do that. It's just that while they're currently building up, I don't want to do that. Like, I'll wait until they're no longer building up really fast, and then we can tackle that if we need to. But preferred to just make them faster, or make 2 more of them on each side, and then do Mark III belts is kind of where we're going to be eventually there anyway. 92% done with the preventative AI diagnostics, and the conveyor belts are actually, yep, we're getting progress done on conveyor Mark III right now too. And then the blue will go to modular terminals first, and then to the conveyors, and then to the repeaters. So that's neat. Okay, so these ones are still being delivered, and then we'll get that 45 grand. In the meantime, I have, that's very interesting, but no. I need to look around for some more here, don't I? We're making plates again. That's a good thing. How is that working out? Are we full here? Yeah, we are. I mean, I don't know whether we're going to stay full. It's all about whether or not this is getting larger or smaller, and I think it's getting smaller. The last time I checked on it, it was over 100. However, we did just have a contract, so we'll have to see. If this number is consistently going up, as it kind of looks like it is, then I can add another machine over here, and I think I probably should. So let's go ahead and just do that now. We'll take the rolling mill, and we'll place this one here, and then this goes there, and then this goes there. And then we hook it up to the pole like that. All right, good. So monthly report salaries per month is 2,000. It's not bad. We pay them at the end of the month, so it's okay. So 9,400 now. Not enough to upgrade belts really, but we'll get there. We're waiting on silicon through this. Yeah. We're not full or anything here, so I need to increase output. And that's what this is. This is adding more silicon to the belt, and then increasing the output also just means these belts too. Let's do that. Let's say, yeah, this is down to 1.1 now. Okay, so we can handle more here. So why don't we, really quickly, I'm gonna hook this up like that. Okay, and then that gets this flowing in a little bit faster. And we want to see this start to climb again, ideally. Preventative AI diagnostics is done. So we're not going to have as much wear and tear, right? Maintenance doesn't have to happen as often now. This is good stuff. How about we get down to large bulk storage? Multi-resource storage seems interesting. I don't remember using that before. And then the outpost stuff is after that. I think I'm just going to focus on the conveyor belts. And then maybe to get down to conveyor belt 4 would be great too. Rolling mill upgrades seem interesting. It's still more cost. It's more money. So I have to spend money for these things instead of resources. So I have to make sure that whatever I'm doing, it results in making more money too. If I'm going to spend the money, that has to result in making more. So that is still going down pretty steadily. It is indeed. So we're going to take this and can't click that middle belt, can I? No. We're going to take this and go upgrade that segment there, and then upgrade this segment here. And I was hoping that by doing that, I would see this go in faster, but I don't see that going in faster. This is an upgraded belt now, is it not? Oh, I don't have the money to do it. Yeah. I don't have the money to do it. The colors are the same, right? This is a level 1 belt. This is a level 2 belt. So all of these are already level 2 belts. I did upgrade them. Yeah. This one didn't need it, but whatever. Eventually, I want to get back to this point where there's only one split going half and half. I don't want to have this in the end, but I'm trying to avoid building another machine, and I probably shouldn't bother with... I probably shouldn't be doing that. I probably should just build the other machine. So we'll probably have to look at that in a second. Okay, it is daytime just now. We have 16% left in our batteries. Okay, this is not great. We need more generation. I have, let's see, 3, 10, 10. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. And it gets routed from over here. So we want this one to be first. And then down the line like so. So let's have at least those 3 be the priority for now. And you can keep building them out from there after we're done. We've delivered 16 out of the 22 microcircuits we require. And I'm going to... Should I drop this resource? No, because no, what I should do is block that output. Block that exit. And then drop this. And then drop this too. Okay, now the dorks will pick it up and put it in the storage, hopefully. And then it'll get distributed. Or maybe it'll just go off somewhere else. You know, it'll go to a different kind of construction from there. There we go. Okay, so now we're not making any smart concrete because of all of it going to that. And that's fine for now, but I think I want to open this back up pretty soon as I get additional supplies through there. Yeah, this is still dropping, so it's definitely faster. It's good. I like it, but I need to speed everything else up to go with it. So I need Mark III belts. This part here is already upgraded, so this is the part that's the bottleneck. Yep. It won't matter whether I take these that way or hook it up to this belt. It's all the same. So again, the problem with having all one belt is you gotta upgrade that belt, and that's where I'm struggling at right now. Is I just need to upgrade the belt. which it'll happen. I'm trying to design for the longer term. It'll happen. It's just not quite there yet on research as well as money. This is the research I require, and I'm working on it right now. And then with money, it's also a big deal. But I think, man, I'm telling you, once we get that belt Mark III, we're going to see some real great production increases here in a second. Yep. And then we can start looking at like carbon fiber and all those things that we require later too. I don't really want to add more data centers just yet. I don't want to anyway. We're wasting science points now. It's blue? No. Engineering science is done. Okay. Tell you what, let's flip this in front of modular terminals to get that working first. And then on the engineering side of things, I guess I can go into... we can make components a little bit more productive, I suppose. Regolith upgrades. I'm not going to do those. They're 90,000 a piece for those. Smelting upgrades could be good in the future to have that. This is for Mark II, though, or not even on Mark I for most of them. Let's go components. So iron is actually full. So we need to start using it for some stuff, and that's where components come in. I've been thinking about it, like where components can be. I think we're going to make that here. So titanium is going to come out from this side, and it's going to go that way too. Maybe out of this side here, I don't know, but it's going to go that way too, along with the iron. And then we'll end up with, not the regolith, these. This is going to go this way too. And then it'll end up over here. So we're going to have components manufacturing over in this side. So components here. And I think we'll start it, let's say here is okay. We can go one. The poles are in the way though. This is the same kind of deal where you have to go underneath it. You have to have enough room to go underneath it. What about this way? Would this way be okay? What if we... Oh, I have enough room for that. No, I don't. Oh, I thought I did. If I come out this far though, maybe I will. It needs to be here though. Yeah, okay, we're gonna move it back just a little bit. Give it some more room. So, components factory. I still want it to be what I was gonna have it be, so it's gonna be this way. So the pole, I think perhaps we'll just line this machine up with it like that. It lets me do that, and that is enough room. So if I do that, I could have 3 of these. I'm out of CPU now, though, aren't I? Yeah. So 2 is fine for now, I guess. But just to be clear, I have enough room for this, right? There, and then I need to move that pole, but yeah, we would start the manufacturing for components this way, and so we want to route that around. I can't do that just yet, but I can build these 2, and their connections for those are right here anyway, so we'll just build those now. And then we'll start moving that way, and then eventually this vein will be done. I don't know how much is left in it. 19,500 units, so eventually this vein is done anyway, and so as we expand this way, this will no longer be in the way. And then this whole belt can go away, so we don't even really need to worry about, you know, going underneath necessarily, but I mean, we will, but I don't need to worry about it. Long term, it won't matter. Man, I can't believe this isn't done yet. Well, I mean, I guess I should be able to believe it, right? Because microcircuits are going up to the top side here. We're at 19 out of 22. And then they should be also going here. This is a high priority now, so they should be going here now too. Okay, we need a lot more silicon being made here, man. This is... Let's go ahead and release this. I was trying to hold it for construction purposes, but I'm going to release it so we can get these things done. It's got to happen. And then let's maybe turn that off of... Yeah, because he's out here working on it too. I got a person manning the station. Where is he? Supposedly there's a worker here. Is he inside the machine? He's staffing it right now. I don't see him. He must be inside. Like there's a door or something. I thought this is where he would stand, but I guess not. Okay, contract's completed. Got the 45 grand from there, and I'm gonna go ahead and tap that button. So now both of these machines are much faster, and they can process everything a lot quicker than they were before. So I kind of want to, want to redo this, honestly. I don't really like this here. The only thing I really want to delete here is this little section. Like, the belt is fine, but this little section here needs to go. I don't like that there, but it might become necessary is what I'm thinking. It might become necessary to have 2 completely separate streams. So maybe we'll just keep it for now, I guess. If I wanted to make another one, do I have the funds for the belts? I don't think so. At the moment, though, we're not providing regolith fast enough for these things to be saturated at this upgraded level. So I think for now, 2 is good, and then we can work on 3 and 4 once we have the belt upgrades. And that's going to happen in 8 days. We'll have a belt upgrade. And then I also need green science. This one's going to complete. So let's take the... let's put the modular terminals factory back. We'll complete this. And then I can get it back on, get the repeater back on the list too. For green science, let's go ahead and put in... we'll just start working on carbon fiber factories, I guess. It's something. It's something we can do. All right, we got up to 62%. I think we were a little higher than that, but it's, you know, a little bit into the night now. Unidentified vehicle. So we managed to hack into the rover security system and retrieve several magnetic memory drives containing intercepted data from scientific facilities in the region. Obviously, the owners of the rover were engaged in industrial espionage. The amount of data found is small. The recording began only a couple of weeks before the disaster. Since the owners were extracting the info manually, finding them now seems quite unlikely. But the result of their efforts now belongs to you. Understood.
Director, this rover was obviously engaged in industrial espionage. CRUST imposed severe sanctions for such activities, even going so far as to deny access to the moon, a risk that usually very few people were willing to take. I'm curious what lured them here.
Yeah.
I've reviewed the data, and it appears to consist solely of weather observations and seismic sensor readings. It seems the rover was intercepting all the local data, likely in search of valuable information, but it seems circumstances disrupted its efforts.
If we've stumbled upon a fishing rod, it would be wise to determine what it was trying to catch. Our surface scans around the rover didn't reveal any additional information. Whatever it is, it appears to be underground and expertly concealed.
It seems every time you leave 2 grown men unattended, they'll always end up near a broken rover discussing fishing and how to hunt for classified materials.
Wow.
I hope you have had the good sense to forget about this. CRUST has granted us certain privileges, but there are plenty of organizations that could add more complications to our plate.
I mean, no, I have not. The fishing expedition is definitely what we're going to do here. We're going to want to figure out what the heck's going on with it, is what I would want to do anyway. The vehicle is now standing by doing nothing. So this is the mining site is there. No, it's this. Yeah, we came from it. The unidentified vehicle. So we've successfully retrieved the stolen data. All that remains is to dismantle it for parts. So now we can send an expedition and pick up components. Nice. Fuel, nanotubes, the control unit, which is great, and more microcircuits. All very good things. So yes, we're definitely doing that. So fill all and go get that stuff and bring it back. Absolutely. So the truck will now just turn right around and go back. Yeah. Go right on back there. That's good. Dismantle it for parts. Although it would have been nice to learn. It doesn't seem to let me research that. It doesn't seem to let me, you know, investigate more into that just yet. So with the modular terminals factory research done, I want to put the repeater back on the list. And I think I want to start looking at solar panel upgrades. It's a lot of research points, but it's something that can just occupy the blue and green whenever we don't have anything else better to do. So as soon as the conveyor gets done, we'll still work on the repeater. But actually the components factory upgrade would be first. But then the repeater would still kick in before the solar panel upgrade. So we're good there. And again, 2,000 in wages. So we're down to 12.5K. I think 12.5K is enough to set up belts for another unit here. I think it is anyway. I am tempted. I don't like being tempted like this, but I am tempted to just to see what happens if I do this. It's not what I wanted to do originally, but it might serve useful. Not Mark III belts. Oh, hang on. Upgrade. Don't do Mark III just yet. Upgrade. Okay, and this is actually only a Mark I right here, so I guess the regolith here is waiting too. Yeah, so we could upgrade all of this to be Mark II as well. Let's just see what this does to have these streams be completely split. I don't think it'll make a huge difference, especially since this belt's not all the way upgraded. I would need these belts to be significantly more upgraded, like Mark III, to have that really matter. And that's expensive, but I just want to see what it does. So it looks to me like the amount is still going down overall. It is. It is still going down overall. Confirm cargo delivery right here, please. Yeah, so I think... Oh, this is done too. Man, they're getting a lot of stuff done, and I'm not seeing it. Now, the drones are delivering this manually. They've begun delivering this stuff manually, so they're not completely wasted, but... Yeah, so I think maybe... it's time for the belts. I think it's time for the belts, guys. So here's what we're going to do. I want to go back to the way things were initially. And that's this going out like that. We're going to delete this. That's not how I wanted. Wow, that went way too far back, but okay. I want to go like that and like that. It will be Mark III eventually. We're going to go there and there. Okay, we're going to go back to doing this. I'm going to go Mark III on these as soon as it's ready. This is going to be a 2 all the way down if I can afford it. Gosh, that's expensive, but yeah. It won't let me do it. I don't have enough money. Okay. We'll just do this little bit here then. Same thing here. Just get these little segments done. Okay. And then, again, level these up as much as we can. And then these are going to be level 2 anyway. These sections here don't need to be level 2. I don't know if I get more money back for dismantling that. So I'm curious if I make this a level 1 again. So let's say we have 63.95. So if I delete 375, 1687, and then I make this a Mark 1 again, cost me 1250. Okay, so I did end up getting net positive on money from doing that. Okay. Because these machines don't need the Mark II belts just yet to go in there. So I can get a little bit of money back by doing that. And then, I mean, I guess I could upgrade this in pieces until I run out of cash, but that's also not really going to help me until I get the entire segment done. And that's a huge segment belt, but we're working on it slowly but surely here. Okay, speaking of slowly but surely, the drones are doing nothing because there's nothing for them to do. That's titanium. I don't need more titanium right now. What I need is just faster belts. But we're on the path here where we want to keep you expanding all the time. Always be expanding. So always be expanding this way. Now we're over our CPU limit here, which is interesting. We're at 313 out of 310. I have 2 microprocessors left. So let's expand the data center, and we'll put the data center modules here for now. I'll just go and mark up 3 of these for the time being. And then the sun is coming up now, and we did get that battery done. Good. Okay, so with that battery done, I can take these away. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 CPU back. So let's see about getting that 4 CPU back, and then I'm hoping it'll let me... Well, it won't, because I'm already over, right? So it won't let me do this. You know, I have to have the CPU units. I have to have the CPU data centers done. So that right there is an extra data center done. Okay. So let's go in and go like this. More electricity there. Just do the 1 for now. We're not going to do the other. Now we have 3 left. And I kind of feel like since there's no reason for this to exist, I'm going to just delete it at the moment because there's no reason for that to exist just yet. And I want to get this hooked up, but I don't have the money. So let's get the money. Let's go contracts. And I'm not making fuel yet. I want to really focus on that. I want to. It's just other stuff first is what's been over and over again. Other stuff first. We have enough plates for this. We can get 126 grand. That's huge. Let's do this. That's enormous. So we don't have enough to do all of it there. We're going to switch to the Courier X. And now we can get all of it full, I think. Right? They want 216 and it's 210. That sucks. Are you telling me that I gotta have... I gotta spend... I can spend on 2 of these. I should do 2 of these, right? Yeah. That's how it should be. If I do 2 of these, then I spend, what is it, 4,200 total? Right? Yeah. 3,200 total. I'll spend 3,200 total on 2 of these, or I'll spend 3,000 and then another 1,600. So definitely want this one first. And that's half the supply I need. So we'll do that one, and then another one exactly like it. And that's technically the cheapest way of doing it. Yeah, because that's as much as I need for this next one. Damn, that sucks. So I'm 5,700 in the hole now. But the bots will deliver, and then we'll have well over 100 grand, and then I can upgrade the belts to Mark III, which are going to be done in 1 day anyway. So we're very close to having those belts done. For the aluminum, we're still making it, right? We're still doing things with that. Got a lot in storage here too, so I think it's probably time to upgrade these two. So I'll upgrade these two when the money comes in, and then we're going to set up fuel production. For fuel production, we want fuel factories, right? Fuel factories take aluminum and ice and create fuel, and they're kind of weird because they're so spaced out, but that's all right. So the ice is coming from here. We're going to bring it in, and the aluminum is coming around the outside. So I think we're going to go about like this with it. We're going to say fuel goes, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, obviously the CPU is going to limit me here, but I just want to see where this is going to line up. So I have enough room already for 5. Obviously I can keep going that way. But there's a 5th here and then a 5th there. And that's probably where I want to end on that. So why don't we real quick just take fuel factory. Yeah. And we'll go 1, 2. That gives me the line where I want to end right here. If we have any other uses for the aluminum, though, then probably could have the factory here. So I would want to move the fuel over in that direction. That sounds like it makes more sense. Why don't we just have it end here? And then the storage can come around that side. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's just do that. So the storage would be the determining factor of where we end up with this. So the storage would come out, let's say, this far. Not that one. I don't have any money. What am I doing? I can't even put the plans in. I can't even have a concept of a plan with my belts until this is delivered. So send this up, please. And then also, let's see if we can do another one. They can't land yet, but we'll see if we can get another contract at least queued up for something. How about you? 9 days is not a lot. I would want to do this, but I would want to do it when I don't have anything else to do. Like I had to make sure my drones are really pumping that iron into these pods for 9 days. I can't have them waiting for the other order to be completed first. This one's interesting. It's 37 days to deliver the aluminum here. That's pretty good, but I'm going to make fuel with that aluminum. I don't want to take it out already. Yeah, more fuel there. This is interesting too. We're making components now, so I could do this. It's 68 days. No urgency though, man. I want the urgency. I want the The contracts that give me a bonus for time. Those are awesome. But not this one. Okay. Well, we'll make do with what we have. Maybe this one here is more money. And it's resources that I think I can afford. We'll have the plates, and I don't know if we have them in 22 days, but we'll have the plates. Let's start with this one instead. The 68 days is more than enough time. We'll accept this contract and tell it to send these resources too. And actually, we can send the entire load in one cheap... I love it when that happens. I love it.
Research complete.
Okay, conveyor Mark 3s. Those are done now. As far as the research goes, those are done now. And we're pumping all the engineering research into there. So the next engineering one I want, I think, is... Let's go making underground conveyors a little bit more efficient there. They can also go a little further distances at that point too. We're going to deliver all this stuff now. That's nice. Can I have that be promoted to like high priority, please? And then I really need to have more solar panels here too, but I'm in a bit of a crunch here. I don't have the CPU. Yeah. We're just waiting on microcircuits, of all things. What? Well, come on now. Get to work on that. Off you go. It's right there. Yep. All right. Mark 3 belts. Let's do it. I want Mark 3 belt here. And this whole thing is going to be so much money. This is crazy. Oh, yeah. $36,000 to do that. And then actually didn't do all of it because only this part's Mark 3. They were already different speeds. So, I guess it won't let me do it. We'll do it in waves. This is too expensive for me to get it all the way done. That's why it won't let me do it. Yep. All right. We'll leave that alone for now. Maybe that'll be fast enough. We'll see. That needs to be upgraded too. So does that. And so does that. Okay. Hopefully that leads to everything going into these machines just a little bit faster eventually. I'd have to go Mark 2 belts here, but I think what it really does is it enables me to have 2 more of these machines and have it justified. So, yeah, that's what I'd like to see too. We're going to have this one upgraded. Do I though? No, I don't think I do just yet. Gosh, man, I really want this belt to be all the way Mark 3. It's so much money, but I really want that. I just got more money. Let's do it. Upgrade the whole thing. It's Mark 3 now. Okay. And then this needs to be 3-2. Now everything should flow a little faster. Yeah. Yeah. We're ready. Okay. So now that we're ready for this, I know, like, we're all over the place. I know. I have so many things I want to do, and I'm all over the place. I understand. Let's add 2 more of these machines. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and add the multi-regolith refinery. And we want this to be right here. Yep. Like this. One there. You just got to double check. Yep. And then flip it. And one here. CPU. CPU. You know what? I'm only down by 1, so kill that. I know, in the middle of the day. I know, kill that. We're gonna build that battery to replace it anyway. Kill that right now, so I can build my other one right over here. And then right here. Yep. So let's grab this, and it's gonna be here as soon as it lets me. Just say the word. It's the wrong one, isn't it? I need to be iron. Yeah, iron needs to be here. There it goes. Okay, so that battery's dead now. That battery's gone. So let's go like this. Okay. So then for that, right, what we want is once these machines are built, we can reconfigure the belts. I want this to keep flowing, but once it's done, then this gets deleted and we reconfigure the belt so that it all works into this existing system that we have in place. And then with everything flowing out of here faster, this should go faster, and then this stuff can go faster, and et cetera, et cetera. It all works out in the end, hopefully. So microcircuits are the bottleneck again on this. But I have to do it because I need more silicon in the system. I don't have enough silicon for this. Okay. Okay. We did this. Let them build that now. Fuel. Fuel. Please stay on topic, Charlie. Fuel. CPU! it's always the CPU. Let's build some more of those. I have to buy the microprocessors unless I have an assembler. The assembler would allow me to make my own with the microcircuits and the silicon that I'm not making nearly enough of yet. We're going to buy them. We're going to have to buy them. So we're going to buy... Try not to spend too much money. I got to upgrade belts after all, but we're going to buy, let's say, 10 microcircuits. Let's go microprocessors. I think I can get by with 8 for now. Let's do 8. We're definitely not doing robots. They're too expensive. Let's do... Man, the prices on everything just went skyrocketed, doesn't it? There we go. Aluminum's a little cheap. I don't need anything else. I just need the microprocessors. I guess I could buy some microcircuits. Oh, we're still buying them. I am. I'm still buying them. I need them right now. I want to get my fuel going. So we're going to buy that. And that's it. No more microcircuits for me. That's it. I'm done. It'll probably be my next purchase. We need to pick up... Oh, look, microprocessors. We can just pick these up. Oh, isn't that great? I just should have looked at that. Too bad. It's fine. We'll have more. Yeah. We'll just go get these things. Because we have the expedition center now, so we should keep working on that, right? And then this rover can go to the aerodynamic laboratory. An aerodynamic laboratory on the moon? Okay. Why would you want to study aerodynamics on the moon? I don't know. Hey, this is done. Just in time, because we're going to have fuel soon. Of course, obviously, we're going to have fuel. Like any minute now, we're going to have fuel. And we're going to want that to be up here, I think. So let's get fuel. I really like to know where my other stuff is going to be first, though. Like, where's my flight control center going to go? Where's my cargo deck going to go? All those types of things. But, you know, we can always move it. And we can always route it wherever we want to go. So I think temporarily, we'll just have fuel be right here. I think so. Like immediately? That seems a little rough. Let's maybe a little bit of space. Yeah. So that way the other belts can at least go over top or whatever. So we'll put that there. And then this, all the fuel we produce will go into that. Cool. So now anytime we have a fuel contract, the drones just do this. They don't have to go all the way around and go all the way back to the back here to pick it up. And then we don't have to do that. We'll make the fuel and then route it into that elevator right there. Okay, cargo pod. Drop that down. All right. The first thing I have to build are these stupid things. And they should have the equipment necessary for that now, so let's hope they get on it. In the meantime, because those have expanded, I did pretty much fill my battery up, so I think we're fine on power. I don't need any more solar panels, so it's all fuel, isn't it? Everything's always about fuel now. So from here, I've decided I'm making my fuel here. And anything else we make with aluminum can be over here. Because the fuel I can determine right now with space. So fuel is going to be right over here. So let's say that we go like this. All these smelters will be in this area. It goes into here. It comes out here. Okay. And it ends up right here. Let's say it needs to be enough space for the ice to go over top of it. So, well, not on this side, but on the other sides it does. So yes, it would be here then. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for fuel. Okay. We'll start with this. And this will go this direction, and we'll have ice hop. Ice will do the hopping. So it'll be there and there. Aluminum goes in there. Aluminum goes in there. there, and there. And then the ice, we have CPU for this. We need ice extraction over here. So we're going to say, there it is. Can I fit 2? Please let me fit 2. I can. Back to like side by side. I can. That's beautiful. Okay. So ice, flip it, do this so I can get the slide to go the right direction. 1, 2. All right, now the really expensive belts, but we can afford them now, so it's okay. Ice goes this way, and I think I'm gonna have it extend just a little bit out just to make room for that slag. Also, I need to get around the terrain too. Yeah, it needs to go right through here. Yeah, that's fine. So right through here is where that's gonna be. And then you'll just, well, that seems stupid. Why would I do that? Don't do that. There's a better way. Yes. Why have it go backwards? It can go right there. I like it. We'll start with 1 though. Starting with 1 is always a good idea. You don't know what you actually need. So start with 1. The power pole that goes with this setup would be probably here, I guess. And then it can be wired. We want to stay as close to the belt as we can, so we don't get in the way of the slag and everything. So we'll go here. See, I can't go to that tile. It won't let me. But if I instead build it there, I can connect it all the way. See how nice that is? So there's a benefit to this. We want to go all the way like this, but instead of stopping at that tile, we're going to stop at that one. And now we can connect it there. And then we can almost get there. Man, that's close. I'm gonna need an extra pole to connect the machines up anyway, so it's not a huge deal. We're actually gonna go probably here with it. There. The belt comes out there, yeah. So and that's in the way now, isn't it? Too bad. I already made it, so no, we'll just take a little bit of a loss on the wires. That's fine. It's fine. Let's make the belt here first. The belt goes that direction, and then it's going to meet up into here. So it's going to want to go like this, and then under, like that. And then we'll have... Ooh, that's going to be in the way of my smelting expansion, though. We don't want that. All right, new plan. Because we have room right here, right? We'll go this way. Aha. Then it won't be in the way of my smelters anymore. It'll actually look a little cleaner too, because this is the end. It doesn't. We don't need the ice to come this way, so it's not going to be in the way of the ice. And then we'll dip it like that, and then into there, or I can go straight in. I think, yeah, it doesn't look any cleaner because the power poles are there anyway. So let's just go straight in like this. Okay, that's where all of our fuel that we're making is going to go. And we're going to make a lot of it, because I'm going to make a lot of aluminum. I don't think I need this many yet, but I'm okay with them building it, because we're going to make a lot of fuel. I'm going to start with 2. And let's have that prioritized a little higher, okay? And then on this side, we'll bring you over. Let's put the pole right here. And we can connect it there. And then on you, we can come over like this. Should be there. No? Come on. Come on. No, it won't let me put it there. Okay. You can connect there, and you can connect here. Okay. Good. Ice, your turn. You're routed this way, and you're going to be right along this path here. So we're going to go like this. And you end up with that as your final destination. That way, and that way. We're going to plan on another one maybe being needed here. So I think it's pretty cheap to replace it later. So we'll just do that. It's okay. It's only one belt. Yep. And there, and there. All right. And then we have the level 1 conveyor into there. Level 1 conveyor into there. Yep. all that's good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hold on this for now. We don't need these made. We're gonna let these be made. We're gonna leave these attachment points because we just know we're gonna use them eventually anyway. And 15,000 more dollars committed. Now we're down to 15K. See how fast the money gets used? Now I can't route belts here anymore because I did my fuel. But with the fuel, the rig is done, right? We just need them to be built now. And that's gonna make me a lot of money. This is gonna make me money. So we'll go 1, 2. We don't need that connected yet, so we'll just hold off on that. But yeah, this is gonna make me some seriously good cash. And so I'm investing in that. And then when these machines build, that's fine. We'll be ready to allocate the capital to expanding that too. In the meantime, though, these are now fast enough to where they're waiting. There's a little bit of efficiency drop here. It's too slow. So I do have to expand this. And maybe that does mean that these things get level 2 belts eventually. You know? Maybe that means that. Let's see. I think that's probably what it does mean. So let's just do that. We'll let that flow out. And now you should be filling up. Yeah. Now you're filling up. We're good now. That means this one can handle the same. So I guess we'll give this one the same treatment here. There we go. Everything's flowing out there now, huh? Okay. Fine. I didn't think I needed to do that, but yeah, it's clear. It's needed to happen. So, you know, I guess maybe what it is with one upgrade, you need the belt upgrade, and then a second upgrade is fast enough for a second belt upgrade. Maybe that's how they've
Director, a lot of industrial and scientific facilities on the moon have been severely damaged and remain incommunicado. We could try to build a repeater at our base. Who knows what signals it might be able to detect. Maybe we can find survivors or gather useful resources and research materials.
I 100% agree. I just didn't think it was huge deal yet. I really wanted to focus, as unsuccessfully as I did it. I really wanted to focus on getting the right things done first and then expanding, controlling how much of I'm doing. But I think expansion in that regard is great, which is why the repeater is on the docket. And as soon as this is done, this will start. So that's fine. And I honestly, we could probably just have that first because I don't need this just yet anyway. So yes, we'll go ahead and get the repeater. We'll work on that now. Okay, fine. You win. It's fine. We want that to be built, but that's not a priority yet anymore right now anyway. This is where our components are being stored, which I guess is okay. Yeah. Man, oh man. Is this fast enough now? It's steadily flowing. I like how it's flowing. We definitely want this to be Mark III as well. Like the whole thing here this whole stretch needs to be Mark III. And then all of this will flow very fast. And then I can get the other silicon extractor going too. Let's have you increased in priority. And once that's done, this thing can just start running. Provided we have all of this done too. Yeah, all right, fine. Get you done, get you done, get you done, and get you done. All the power poles need done now too. And then the ice. We want only one ice thing done for now. So only one. And we'll have that be a high priority too. And with that completed, we'll be making fuel. Now, the interesting thing about fuel is for our trucks on the map. If I come over to the map, right, the trucks can use fuel as well. Not the rovers, strangely, but the cargo trucks can. It seems to me that the cargo trucks, their batteries do not yet deplete. They're always able to move regardless of how far it is through the night. Their batteries don't seem to deplete yet. I'm hoping that I was kind of hoping that would already be implemented in the game. I'm not sure why it isn't, but that is something that can happen now. But these can use fuel, which will allow them to go further and faster in the same amount of... sorry, I can't speak. It's been a long day. It'll allow them to go faster, which means further in the same amount of time. There you go. Research outpost. The spoiled supplies and broken equipment are unlikely to be useful to us. But the research data will help us better understand the biological capabilities of organisms on the moon. So we're going to get a little bit of science for that. That's for that outpost over there. And then this guy's bringing back the microprocessors that we just got from that spot too. So, okay. Have I taken up enough of your time yet today? Have I? Would you like to see more crust? We got Mark III belts coming through here. Eventually, look at how much space there is here now, right? Like, this is more than enough. And now I just need to get more ore on the belt, right? I need to extract more. Everything needs to be done here. I need to do it on this side too. This side's probably more important than the other side even. But, you know, I did one side and that's what I did. And we'll do this part here at least, Mark III, and then I think it'll all really flow then. Oh, you're stopping the clock? Yeah, the aerodynamic laboratory. In the middle of the lunar plain stands a large cube-shaped research facility. Several cargo rovers are parked nearby. Around the building, several drones and a couple of people are bustling about, all of them busy dismantling the inside of the research complex and storing the disassembled equipment in the trucks. Soon, a communication request appears.
Hello, Director. I represent the Hemisco Corporation. How fortunate that you're here. We offer a partnership. Help us ship equipment from this facility to Earth through your base, and we'll pay the associated expenses handsomely. We recently bought this facility from the Phasm Corporation and want to transport all the useful laboratory equipment. Hopefully, you're willing to help.
They want us to help ship equipment from the facility to Earth through our base. And they'll pay the expenses handsomely, it said. Recently bought it. Offered to supply similar equipment. Interesting. So they either pay me to send that equipment up, or they buy my equipment. Like, I sell them my components and stuff. I wonder if that's more lucrative. What kinds of stuff do they have? If I agree to cooperate, I'm just sending other people's stuff up and I'm receiving money. So that's, I guess in that case, I'd need to have the truck go pick it up and bring it back to my base and then send it. Is that the idea? I don't know how to structure it. I'm just going to say, okay. Offer sounds like a normal delivery order.
Sounds like a normal delivery order, but something seems off to me this time.
So I had this in my head, like a little bit in my head. I was thinking, I wonder if they're stealing it. You know, like they might be stealing it. They said they bought it from another corporation. It could very well be theft. It could very well be theft. I don't know that, but it could be. The belt needs to go that way. That's 1750, and then this comes through. Yeah, I don't have enough money to actually implement this yet, but that's okay. All we're waiting for is like all the basic essentials that I have a hard time producing currently. That's all we're waiting, and no big deal. Just that stuff, just everything, you know. Whoop-de-doo. I think maybe I'm good on digging for a little while. I could probably reduce down to only a handful of diggers right now. Like I could just have a couple of diggers right now. I want to start working towards, I think this titanium deposit would be a good idea. So we can go over there and get that. The ice isn't necessary to get yet. This titanium I'd like to get access to. So let's clear that out and bring that this way is okay. Yeah, probably this direction like that. We don't really need all of that done. We can maybe focus a little bit more. Yeah, whoops. Just a little bit more wide like this, yeah. And then we had another one over here. Iron, I'm good on iron right now. In fact, I'd like to, these silicon deposits, I really needed to do more too. Like I need to have so much more silicon, and I have access to it. I just got to get it on the belt. So that's what I'm kind of struggling with right now. And it's all about belt speed for me, because my system is bottlenecked by my own design. But long term, this design is going to work. I just know it. Long term, this is going to be great. So as soon as I spend the 60,000 credits to make this Mark III, we're super golden. We're super green. Ruby green. And then we'll have these machines set up and all double the capacity of everything, and everything is going to be great. Okay. Guys, I think I'm I'm good. I think I'm good for this video. Okay. We're going to let some of the resources go that way again and make more concrete. Yeah. All right. Take it easy. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.